Hello Internet, welcome back to our Cataclysm Prison Escapee series. In this episode, we've just arrived in town, and we moved to a new town, and I think we want to kind of clear the riffraff down the road here so that we can kind of relocate to one of these further up houses. That way we'll have better access to the town. And yeah, probably gonna do a little bit of that, I think. We have a game watch, which is just for the purposes of telling time. Our clothes are in a bad way, but that's not super relevant. And yeah, I think we're just going to go murder a bunch of zombies, which is, it's a great way to start the day. A lot of times I roll out of bed and I'm like, man, I wish I, had someone to tonfa to death. And, that's unfortunately, that's just not something you get to do on a daily basis in the first world. I don't know if there are tonfa murders around the world, but it probably happens. Probably happens sometimes. Hello, zombies. What are you? You're a decayed zombie, I believe. Still learning the tile set. Always a progression there. Always going to be something where you're going to second guess yourself until you know for sure what everything is. And, yep. Hello, Jack. Hello, Pablo. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. We're just going to sort of lure anything that can see us over here to fight them. Pretty basic stuff. Quite a few coming, including a child and a firefighter. Hopefully we can put the kid down quickly. They can be hard to hit. Firefighter probably going to take a few more whacks than some of the other stuff. We are grabbed. Let's just try to avoid being grabbed as much as possible. And try to work the ones that are not the firefighter, because they're going to be easier to kill. Firefighter, you're blocking my way. It seems like the other zombie might be just slightly faster than the firefighter. And we dealt with them all. Hooray! Hooray. Get off the hood of the car. There's no reason to be up there. So let's see. I did see one to our east. What are you? What are you doing? Hello, cop zombie. Human body covered in weather-beaten and badly damaged set of riot armor. Okay. Okay. Let's, I guess we should pulp the corpses and check them for loots. Cookies, no thank you. Sorry, kiddo. We'll check the firefighter as well. We do have welding goggles, so we don't need the PBA mask, but you never really know. Maybe there might be something in good condition. There's not, but we'll take your battery nonetheless. Might as well take the cash card as well. When I first started playing, I used to really hoard cash cards because I thought, like, I would always hit the vending machines, and there's a gun shop that has vending machines for ammunition. And I always think of that, but, like, I don't know, the game just doesn't have that much value in cash cards. I don't know why I cared so much about them when I first started playing. Okay, cash card. Again, every time I see these things, what is this? It is a bird bath. Every time I see this, I swear, in my head, it looks like a pipe going into the ground that you could stick your head in and yell, and maybe someone has a pipe in the basement and they could hear you or something like that. It just looks like a big hole that leads to a pipe in the ground. But I guess that is sort of what bird baths look like. A couple of straggler zombies, basic stuff, nothing concerning. Take your pliers, I guess. Couldn't attend a lot of streams lately, but kept up on YouTube. By the way, 900 subs, woot. Yes, we just broke either... I don't know if we broke it. We were at 899 last I looked, so we are coming up. YouTube's been going slower than it had been. It definitely has taken a hit over the last month or so. I figured it was just because of places starting to open back up, people not being at home quite as much. Obviously a huge portion of my audience is in the United States. So, and if you're not from the United States, go ahead and leave me a comment in the YouTube video and tell me where you're from. I'd love to know. I know we have at least one person here from Sweden, and that's something. I know we have some German viewership and stuff like that, so let me know. But yeah, YouTube's taking a little bit of a dip, but we did cross that 900 sub threshold. I actually posted a video, so if you don't know, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 came out recently, the remastered version, and it's really good in my opinion. And if you enjoyed those games, I would highly recommend picking it up. But it came out on Friday, and I was watching YouTubers play it before I bought it, and I was like, you know, this looks really awesome, but these people are really bad at the game. So I was watching all these YouTubers do really, really badly. And I was like, you know, if they're this bad, and then I picked up the game and I'm getting like 1,000,000 points, 2,000,000 points, whatever. And I was like, you know, if they're this bad, I bet a lot of people don't know what they're doing. So I made a quick video just like, hey, here's the basics of how to not be terrible at Tony Hawk. And I thought, like, you know, it's not going to be popular because there are so many people making content for it. And then it got like 330 views or something like that, which is like 10 times what I normally get on, like, let's say a Cataclysm video. Most of my Cataclysm stuff in the first couple days will get like 17 to 40 views. So that was a nice little windfall to have that get picked up. I saw in my keyword, I have a little extension that lets me see where my videos rank for their keyword, and I'm never on the YouTube search rankings just because I'm so small and I'm not monetized, and people don't really comment or like, which are big factors in whether a video shows up there. But some of that video was trending like number 3 on those particular keywords, and I was like, man, that's really, really good for, I mean, not trending is like the top of all of YouTube, but like for those specific keywords I was doing very well, and it really surprised me. So yeah, 300 plus views is pretty great. So that's probably the highlight of YouTube for the last couple of weeks. You're tough, zombie. You kind of look brutish to me, so I was a little concerned. But you're fine, and we'll kill this last one. I do want to say we just saw a flesh raptor, which I believe is the new name of the flying zombies that were added. Flesh raptor. I didn't look at it while we were killing it. Let's pull it up in the debug menu. Monster flesh. Oh yeah, I shouldn't do this because of spoilers and stuff, I guess, for people who might not know things that exist. So I should be a little bit more cautious about doing this in the future. Sorry about that, internet. Flesh raptor. This small-winged predator darts through the air on three thinly haired wings that look like stretched human hands. Where the wings meet juts a sheer, jagged spike. Looks like nothing you've seen on Earth, and yet strangely like it was made of human parts. That's pretty cool, I guess. Like Frankenstein bird, you know, of people parts. Pretty interesting. I still don't love the idea of zombies flying, but I also think, like, it's not that big of a deal, really. One up for... yeah, I have no idea where that is. I don't even know how to say that, to be perfectly honest, so sorry about that. I've also been playing Crusader Kings in my downtime. I thought about doing a series of that on YouTube. I don't think it would get very much viewership, but I like the game mostly, I guess, so I thought about it. And honestly, just getting in the game and like going to do a Norse campaign and looking at all the places and names I would have to say and not having any idea how to pronounce them is a little bit mind flooding. I even looked up some guides on how to pronounce certain locations. Like I looked up like YouTube videos on how to pronounce certain like Swedish and like Norse, Icelandic style names. And just hearing someone talk, even though they're giving me like a phonetic pronunciation, I have such a hard time just saying things because I don't have a knack for those languages. I think certain languages come easy. Like it's easy for me to look at a French word and be like, this is how you say that. It's a whole other thing if you get me like an Icelandic word. I have no idea what I'm saying. Saw Hulk in Ultica the other day. He was huge. I mean, like 3 tiles high. Yeah, I don't think we've seen a Hulk in the tile set. We are still bleeding. I think those... oh, there's another raptor. It would make sense to me that they come in clusters. Where did you all come from? What is this? Thick sludge trail. We actually just saw this layout recently, I think, where it was a house with a sludge trail everywhere. Pupating zombie. The hell is that? I don't know what that is. Maybe that's what turns into the flesh raptors. We're low on stamina. Normally, I would not advocate jumping into a building you have not explored, but I think we're going to dive into the building to our left just to break up what is following us. I don't think we can afford to sprint. Oh. So they, not only do they get to be fast, but they also get to knock you down. You're knocked to the floor. You're impaled. I don't like that. I don't like that they have the ability to knock you down. Because the way the description to me, it seems like this is like a, it even says it's a small winged predator. And it's made of like, it references hands and things. So I didn't picture this as a very big item. So in my head, it's like, how is something the size of like a hawk or a buzzard or whatever going to be able to knock me to the ground? It just seems unlikely. Oh good, and it has the darting behavior, which is super obnoxious. Let's get in this building before too many more come at us. I really wish, so we've been knocked to the floor again, so they can do that pretty frequently, huh? That feels like BS to me. And I notice you also have the hard to hit flag, huh? Yeah, so just in the few seconds we've interacted with these, they seem OP to me, and I feel like that's too much. Being able to knock me down is a huge thing. And then the darting behavior. So what it looks like is that they come in, they knock you down, they fly away, they come in, they knock you down, etc. So it just seems like an enemy that's going to be real obnoxious. Let's get our stamina back. We do have a bleeding wound on our torso. We're not doing anything. I believe if you're not doing anything, you apply pressure to your wounds. No, that's not true because we have a wielded item, so that's not going to happen. We can close the door and try to bandage it because we seem like we're still bleeding. How bad is the bleeding? Just regular bleeding. It doesn't say minor, so probably should bandage it. We stopped the bleeding. Great. Now we need to deal with the horde here. Fat zombie, very durable. We are our stats are low because we're in so much pain. We can eat some aspirin. Takes 5 seconds. Sure. We eat some aspirin. It's not going to do much. Haven't seen a Hulk in Altica yet. I'm sure they're cool looking. Come on then. Have at you. Bash this guy. So we're in quite a lot of pain, which is problematic. It's lowering our stats, which makes us less effective in melee combat. So I don't love that. I don't know if I like the flying zombies just out of the 5 seconds that I was around them. They seem a bit overpowered. I don't know if they show up on day 1 or not. We're only about a week into the game, but at this point we should be seeing like basic level evolutions. So maybe it is a second tier evolution, or not a second tier evolution, but something that will spawn at a delay, I think. So we need to be cautious when we go after them in the future, knowing now that they can knock us down. So they seem pretty dangerous just on my quick glance of that one interaction. Anyway, what armor clothes does your character have? We currently are wearing the riot armor we picked up when we escaped from our prison. That includes a riot helmet. I'm keeping the visor up just because, you know, vision and stuff. Apparently we have tack gloves, which I don't remember. We recently lost our compression clothing. We have knee and elbow pads, which are pretty great. And then we have hard arm guards as well, which I probably should just take off the arm guards because they surely conflict with... They don't conflict with the riot armor. Strapped to you because it's a strapped layer. So which would we get more value out of? The arm guards cover more than the elbow pads, but the elbow pads have 0 encumbrance, 0 warmth, and are more protective, although it's considerably less coverage. Probably more value out of the hard arm guards. What is our arm encumbrance total? 17 plus 2. That's not terrible. Let's lose the elbow pads. I like wearing them because they're 0 encumbrance, but I guess we don't need them. So that's a basic rundown of our clothing. We're okay. We have the ballistic glasses as well. Pretty decent armor for this early in the game, but not amazing. And then, yeah, we're using a tonfa, which we also found at the prison. So the prison has equipped us at this point to survive at least for a fair little while. This has sort of become our impromptu miscellaneous pile, so we'll drop some of this stuff. Should repair my tonfa as well. Last time we did this, we didn't have plastic chunks. Do I have a soldering iron here somewhere? Where are my tools? I don't remember. We packed up kind of in a hurry because I know it's boring to watch people pack up their vehicle. Soldering iron. Give me that. And activate. We'll just stand in the piles here. That way if we do have plastic, it'll be nearby. Repair, yes. The tonfa, please. No, we don't have plastic chunks. Okay. Plastic chunks are not inconceivably difficult to find. We'll do something about that. Got a clip on my Twitch of it, the Hulk that is. I think the title is Surprise. I saw you were streaming in English, which surprised me. What was behind that change? I know for a while you were you were streaming in your own language, so I was surprised to see that you had switched to English. I don't know if it's better to... I don't know which one would be better. Like, obviously, if you were one of the only people... Obviously, American streamers and Canadian streamers and, like, British streamers are probably the bulk of streamers that I see on a daily basis. So, I'm wondering if... Like, I know there are... Like, for instance, there's Korean streamers. How big of an industry is it to have someone in your native language? Is the audience... I just would be interested in seeing what Twitch's breakdown is of where the audiences are from and what their native languages are. I think would be fascinating. Hello, C Black. Welcome back to the stream. Do the board games and tabletop games have any function, or are they just fluff? Mostly they're fluff, but it also, I believe, if you activate them, if you activate certain things, it gives you a mood boost. So if we play Blobs and Bandits, would you like to play a game? Sure, I'm injured and need time for my painkillers to kick in anyway. You start playing. Does it stop, or do I have to stop it? Cop spotted. Yeah, let's stop. Did I get a mood boost? Total positive morale plus 8 from playing a game. So they do provide a morale boost. Morale's pretty insignificant, frankly, in the game. It's very rare that you really desperately need morale, so not super relevant. No, they're mostly just fluff pieces. I think it all started, someone added like a deck of cards where you could play like solitaire by yourself for a mood boost. Kind of like, I think the Long Dark did that. Take the leather gear. Zentai. Spandex and nylon. No. No. And then they branched out into adding multiple other games. I don't know if you can play with NPCs, but obviously that would be the sensible thing to do. Actually, give me that junk drawer, give me the battery and the strings. We really shouldn't be looting right now. We should be killing those enemies, but we were in so much pain, it really is smart to take a break and let that sort of shake out. Let's not loot the whole house. Let's just eat something out of the fridge. Chili con carne. Well, oh, it's sealed though. Why doesn't it say... It says sealed fresh? Did they consolidate the sealed column into the freshness column? I didn't know that. I didn't pick up on that change. Yo Jay is rotten. Go ahead and have yourself a swig of beer. You're injured. Probably make you feel better. Have some pine nuts, everybody's favorite. Eat a pickle. And where's that apple at? Oh, it started us at the bottom of the list. Oh, no, where's the apple? Apple. In the refrigerator. Yes, eat the fruit. Fruit is good for you. Eat some melon. I have some cantaloupe in my fridge right now. I would like something to drink, though, other than the beer. You don't have anything, though? Okay, well, that's okay. Let's go to our car and have a drink, and also try to see where that cop zombie got to. See a coyote, but again, we're not really in a position to store meat for a long period of time, so we're not probably going to do that. How are we doing painkiller-wise? Depressants 4 painkillers. Just eat more aspirin. I'm sure we do have something stronger, but we're fine with this for now. Anyway, let's head up. You gotta keep an eye out for those flesh things, the birds. I don't know how I feel about those, but they are what they are. They're added to the game now. Crawling zombie. Where be you, firefighter? Yeah, so they did kind of follow us into that building. Oh, this is where we went in. My mistake. We passed it. Oh. Where... We didn't go that far up, did we? Oh, we did. Okay. Where was the pupa house? Okay, all the way up here. So he was in here. I do both, and I got like 80% of my audience is American. Okay. Yeah, I've never really looked at the Twitch statistics. I look at YouTube stuff from time to time, but not really Twitch. I have a hard time getting motivated and liking Twitch. I just like doing YouTube better, personally, so I pay more attention to the YouTube stuff. Try to label the episode. If they are in Swedish, Cataclysm will be English, since it's single player. Okay. Oh, so when you play multiplayer games, you're playing with other people, like maybe you know in person or are from your area or whatever. And then if it's single player, you swap to English. Okay. Yeah, I just happened to... I was looking at some of your clips, and I saw it was in English, and it surprised me a bit. Medical ampule. I don't think we can use this. If I play with the wife, it's in Swedish. Okay. A label on the side warns against using more than 2 doses per hour. Yeah, these are only usable with the special... What's it called? Where is it? Can only be activated by a RivTech jet injector device. Yeah, we don't have one of those. Not sure why this firefighter even has this on his person. But okie doke. Those are like combat stims, kind of. I'm not really sure what they do, actually. What do you do? Medical ampule. Advanced fast healing chemicals. Okay, so presumably would heal us very quickly. Like maybe it has the nanobots effect for a short period of time or something like that. Here we have another of the flesh raptor corpses. I guess they don't really have a sprite other than gore, and I don't really know what to make of them exactly. Don't loot. We don't want to loot. We're supposed to be clearing zombies. Let's check this pupa house, which is where I was going to make our new base, but now I don't think that that's a wise decision at all. Okay, so quite a lot of enemies there. Like I said, this is the second time we've seen this layout, and it was packed with zombies last time. I just don't really get why this house has so much monster density, and I don't know what a pupating zombie is, because I've never seen such a thing. So again, I'm going to pull up the debug menu and take a look at it. Yes. And we'll just go... Okay, well, I can't hide the list, apparently. Human corpse wrapped in sticky black fibers that cover everything neck down. Beneath the wrapping, there's strange rhythmic movement, grotesque to behold. What is that? My first thought is that this is a zombie that upon death might release something. Like maybe that's where the flesh raptors came from. Thick sludge trail. We've seen that at the other house as well. I don't know what your deal is. I don't know how you get a description of the tile. Okay, it just shows the concrete. It doesn't describe the... Yeah, it doesn't describe the gore there. Getting ready for dinner. Have a good stream. Yeah, have a nice meal, sir. Nice of you to check it out, though. Any tips or feedback? I might not be the place to talk about it, though. I mean, I think that I have a really terrible take on YouTube and Twitch, which is I just do whatever I want and whatever I feel like doing, which is horrible. I don't really know. I don't have good advice for Twitch at all. I'm not very good at Twitch. I generally stream for a very small number of people and not very reliable with my schedule and all that kind of stuff. So I don't really know what the best strategy is. If you're interested in learning more about like general Twitch stuff, I know C Black really likes the Alpha Gaming channel on YouTube. It's a guy that covers a lot of like YouTube and Twitch stuff and what he thinks is the right path and the wrong path, that sort of thing. I'll watch those occasionally. Usually it's just like, I don't really like the guy very much, but he kind of gets me motivated. Like, I don't really agree with some of the stuff he says. I think he can be a little bit full of himself, but I also think like he probably helps a lot of people, so it's hard to look down on that. And then worst case scenario, I listen to him and it makes me feel motivated, like I should be doing something, I can do more, that kind of thing. So I don't know, my recommendation would be to check out other people that you like, that you think would make the same kind of content as you, and just sort of learn from what they're doing. I also think on Twitch it's really hard to do well as like what I do, which is just, I'm going to play a game and I'm going to give commentary. I think it's really hard to get noticed for that. I think if you're going to do something on Twitch, you should really make it like a show. Like, hey, we're going to do something special that you probably haven't seen other streamers do. Like I have, in the back of my head, I have a plan for a Cataclysm series that I've mentioned before, but I don't want to mention it because I don't want anyone to steal my idea. But like a special playthrough where we only do one thing, basically the whole playthrough, and it'd be like a gimmick, right? And people are going to show up because it's interesting and different, and to my knowledge, no one's done it before. So I think it's important that like no matter what you do, you try to make a show out of it, instead of just being like, I'm gonna hit the record button and play this game. So, but again, I'm not exactly successful, so take that with a grain of salt, you know. This is conspicuous. There must be something behind this dresser. Okay, it is a regular safe, and we actually have a chance at cracking this. We do have a stethoscope. Did we favorite the stethoscope? No. Yes. So we do have the stethoscope. Go ahead and crack the safe. I don't know if we'll succeed, but I haven't checked the safe in a while, so we'll do that. What do we got in chat?